Hey guys, and welcome to the video. So, with 1.4 adding tons of new pets to the game, I figured it would be a great excuse to go through and rate all of them in a tier list. So, without further ado, here is my ranking of all 68 pets in Terraria. Alright, starting out with the baby dinosaur. This pet is pretty rare. It also looks cool. It's very unique. I'm probably gonna give this like an A, honestly. I'd say it's a good pet. All right, next we have the baby Grinch. I'm not a huge fan of this pet, but it is unique, so I'll probably just throw it mid-tier, like C. All right, we've got our first new pet now, the Dynamite Kitten, and this pet's really cool. I kind of have a bias towards house pets. I'm gonna put this. Ooh, this might even be an S, honestly. No, I'm gonna put it top of A tier, but this is a very unique pet. All right, now we have the baby red panda, and I mean, this pet is adorable. I think it has to go S tier, honestly. Okay, now we have the glittery butterfly, and this pet's cool, but it's nothing special, so I'm just gonna throw it in B tier. All right, now we have Itsy Betsy. I like that little pun there on the name. This pet looks really goofy. It's a really cool pet though. I'm gonna throw this in A tier. Alright, now we have the little harpy, and honestly, there's nothing too special about this pet, so it's probably just gonna be C tier. Alright, now we have the baby Skeletron head, and this pet is, I think for nostalgic purposes, going to be rated very highly. Having to kill the dungeon guardian in order to get this pet is super cool, so I'm gonna throw it in S tier just for that. Okay, now we have the baby face monster, and maybe this is because I just don't like... maybe this is because I don't like crimsons very much, but I'm just... might be the worst pet so far. I'm gonna put it in D. And following right behind that is the spider brain, which, again, crimson, and again, gonna be D tier. I just don't like the crimson, man. Okay, now we have the bunny pet, and this actually, you can't even use this pet as far as I'm aware. It's like a collector pet. You had to like buy the collector's edition of the game to get it. So, I don't really know how cool it is, but it is a bunny, so I'll just throw it C, I guess. Alright, now we have the little star pet, and this pet's cool, it's very unique. I think I'm gonna throw it with the butterfly and give it high B tier. Now we have the companion cube. The companion cube is a classic, and also a reference to Portal, so I think I have to give it S tier. Not that high, probably right there. Alright, now we've got the alien skater. This is a cool pet, but I'm just gonna throw it in B, I think. Alright, now we have the light pet from the crossover event, and this is a cool light pet, but it's not super special, so I'm just gonna put it like bottom of B tier. Okay, and then we have the Crimson Heart, and I mean... it's gonna go with the rest of the crimson stuff right there. Alright, now we have the cursed sapling, and I actually love this pet. I used to use it a lot, especially back when there wasn't all these new 1.4 pets, and I'm definitely gonna give this S tier. I love how unique the movement is and how cool it looks, so for sure S tier. Okay, now we have the little mini destroyer, and I've noticed all of these new little worm pets, their movement is really weird. I think they're a cool concept, but like I don't think I would use them just because of how weird their movement looks, so I'm gonna throw this like top of C tier. Cool concept, but could have been executed better. Alright, now we have the dog whistle. Now this is a very simple pet, there's nothing special about it, but it is a dog, which is nice, it gives it bonus points, so I think I'm gonna put it top of A tier. Alright, and then we've got the green dragon egg pet thing. Again, from the Dungeon Defenders event. I'm just gonna throw this with the other one. This is a cool pet. I'll throw it like right there. Alright, now we have the corruption variant of this guy. And the corruption variant is cooler, but I, again, wouldn't really use it that much, so I'm just gonna put it top of C tier. Alright, now we have the sugar glider. It's just like a regular sugar glider in real life. This is a cool pet. It was added in 1.4, and I think this is going to be very top of A tier. I almost want to give it S tier, but not quite. Alright, now we've got this like exotic fox thing. This is another new pet. There's nothing real special about it, but it's definitely a cool pet, so I'll probably throw it mid B tier. Alright, now we have the eyeball spring. Now this thing, It's cool, but it's also kind of gross, and for that reason I'm gonna throw it bottom of C tier, just because I personally would never use this pet. Right now we've got the little fairy light pet. This is a very cool light pet. I think I like it more than the Dungeon Defender light pet, and for that reason I'm gonna throw it mid A tier. Okay, now we have the baby penguin. This is another cool pet. Not too special, but I'll probably just throw it in A tier. Yeah, let's put it like right there. All right, now we have the little ice queen pet. This is a cool pet, but there's I did it again. Cool. I did that in my last tier list where I was rating Cryogen. I said this is a cool boss. Somebody pointed that out in the comments. I didn't even notice I did that. And here I did it again with the Ice Queen. Anyway, I like this pet. I'm gonna throw it in B tier. Okay, now we have the baby werewolf. Honestly, not a huge fan of this pet. I'll probably throw it top of C tier. Alright, now out of all of the Dungeon Defenders pets, this one's definitely the best. I actually really like this little propeller cat. So I'm gonna throw this like near the top of A tier. Alright, now we've got the new little golem light pet, and I think this is a cool light pet, but I probably wouldn't use it over some of the other light pets, so for that reason I'm just gonna kind of throw it top of B tier. Alright, again, another one of the new light pets. This time it is the fairy princess light pet from the Empress of Light. And I would say this is one of my least favorite light pets. It's not necessarily a bad pet, I just am not a huge fan of it, so I think I'll throw it like mid C tier. Alright, now we have the Pikachu pet, and just because it's Pikachu, and I think it's a funny little reference, also it's super fast and looks cool, I'm gonna throw this mid S tier. Very cool pet. Alright, now we've got the little lizard pet, and, well, it's a lizard. I don't know what to tell you other than that. I'm just gonna put it mid C tier, honestly. Alright. Now this is the Squashling, and I love this pet. I'm definitely... I love a lot of the Pumpkin Moon pets, but this one especially, I absolutely adore it, so I'm gonna throw it S tier. Even right there. Another S tier. And now we've got the light pet that does a little bit of a Splunker effect, which is cool. It's one of the only pets that actually does something, like, other than just being a pet. So for that reason, I think I'm going to throw it top of A tier. Alright, now we've got the little baby Plantera pet. I like this pet, but I don't think it's anything too special, so I think I'm going to put it, like, top of B tier. Maybe even below the little golem. Alright, now we have the baby Hornet, and again, I mean, I'm not a huge fan of the pets that are just small versions of an enemy that already exists in the game, for the most part. There are a few exceptions, but for this one, no. So I'm just gonna put it C tier. Okay, this little ogre guy is actually really cool. I love how he drags the club behind him as he's walking along the ground. So just because I like how he looks, which is the biggest part of a pet, I'm gonna throw this A tier. Not above those two though. Right there. Alright, now we've got, this sprite's a little bit cut off, but this is the Shadow Mimic pet. And this is one of the exceptions to the enemy that already exists, but as a pet, I actually like this one quite a bit. I love the fly animation, it really sets it apart from normal Shadow Mimics. So for that reason, I think I'm actually going to put this very bottom of S tier. I actually really like this pet a lot. Alright, these are the little twins pet, and I mean, it's okay. I'm not a huge fan of it, so I'm just going to put it, B tier. It's not too bad. Alright, now we have the Parrot pet, and this pet's cool. I like this pet. I think it's another B tier, but maybe a little bit higher in the B tier, like right around here. Alright, now we've got the little Moonlord thing. I'm gonna be honest, I don't like this pet very much. I'm gonna throw it like bottom of C tier, probably. I'm really not a huge fan of it. The Plantera seedling, on the other hand, I like a lot. It kind of reminds me of something out of Plants vs. Zombies. So I'll probably put this like middle of A tier, I think, right around there. And the tiny Fisheron, I love this pet. This is definitely S tier. It's very cute. Probably right around there. Alright, now we've got this Skeletron guy right here, and I think he's cool. I think he's very unique, so for that reason, I'm gonna put him in A tier. Probably right around there in A tier. I think he's cool. I feel like he's a little bit too similar to the older pet that already existed, but it's a cool pet, so I'll put it in A tier. Alright, now this is by far my favorite light pet. I absolutely love this light pet. Enough to throw it top of S tier, right behind there in second place. Okay, I also absolutely love the little mini slime princess pet, and same goes for the king slime pet. These two I both love, so they're both gonna be S tier as well. Probably right here. I'll just throw them both in here. I actually like. Oh, it's really hard to choose between the two, but yeah, I'll just leave them right there. They're tied. We'll just say they're tied. I love them both. All right, now this is the Skeletron Prime version of the Skeletron pet, and I'm just gonna put them together, but the Skeletron Prime one is a little bit cooler and more unique, so I'll put it ahead up there. And now it is that time, once again, where I have to do some readjusting because we have outgrown our previous tier list size, but I have ranked the little turtle pet right here in B tier. I'm actually going to throw it slightly higher in B tier, like right around there. Alright, now we've got the little sapling pet. I don't think this pet's bad, but I don't think it's as cool as the other Plantera pets, so I'll probably put it a little bit lower than this one in B tier. Now the Shadow Orb is a very basic light pet. I probably would rank it C tier because it's super boring, but I think I want to bump it up to B tier just because it's always the light pet that I use. It's very easy to get, it's very reliable. So for that reason, I think it'll skate by here, somewhere around here in B tier. Alright, now this is the little shark pup pet. This pet's very cool. I don't think it's quite S tier material, but it's close. I'm gonna put it top of A tier, right around the sugar glider. Alright, and now we have the Everscream sapling pet, and I think this is super cool. I love the little face that it has on it, so I'm gonna throw that in S tier. Now we have the little imp pet, and this pet's cool. But that's about all I have to say about it, so I'm going to throw it A tier, call it good. Now we have the little honeybee pet, and this pet is also not bad. Yeah, I'm just going to throw it like top of B tier, right there. The spider is unique in that it like carries a web with it as it moves, but that's about all it has going for it. I'm going to throw it like bottom of B tier, I think. That sounds pretty good. The baby truffle is probably like the only pet that is basically a smaller version of an NPC, which is unique. It also looks pretty nice. So for those two reasons, I think I'm gonna put it like mid B tier, probably around there. Okay, the Eye of Cthulhu. I actually dislike this pet quite a bit. It stays way too close to your character and it looks very disturbing. So for that reason, I'm actually gonna put another one in D tier. Alright, now we have the Moonlord light pet. There's nothing too special about this light pet, so I'm just gonna throw it top of B tier. Okay, this is like the coolest of the little worm guys, but again, it has that weird movement problem. This one's better than C tier, I think, so I'm gonna put it B tier for uniqueness, but it still has that movement thing, or I would put it in A. So I'll put it there, I think. Alright, now we have the tartar sauce with the mini minotaur, and I mean, this pet's alright. I don't think there's anything too special about it, so I'll just throw it like there. The tiki spirit's pretty cool. I like how the mask does a little spin thing. I think I'm actually going to put this in A tier, but very bottom of A tier. Now we have the baby snowman. The baby snowman's very cute, so it definitely is going to go up here with these other cute pets that don't quite make it to S tier. I'll put it right below the dog. And now we have my favorite pet in the game. I love this pet. I love how it flies on the broom. I love that it's wearing the little Tim hat. I love this pet so much. The little black cat. Can you tell that I like Halloween pets? Because I like Halloween pets. Alright, now we have the second best light pet in the game. The one I always used to use before this one was added. This light pet's cool because you can actually control where it goes. This is also going to be an S tier light pet, but not quite as high as the other one. I'm going to throw it like right there. The zephyrfish, I also really enjoy the zephyrfish. The main reason why I like the zephyrfish is because, I mean, it's rare. You can kind of flex it. Like, hey, look, I do fishing. But it's also just a cool pet in general. I use it a lot. I almost want to put it in S tier, but I'm not going to. I'm going to put it up top-ish of A tier, like here. Alright, and then our final pet here is the little Eater of Worlds pet thing. And again, I'm going to just throw it right with Destroyer. It's got that weird movement thing. Destroyer's slightly cooler. Same thing with the Skeletron Prime Skeletron pets. Not a bad pet, but I would never use it. So, C tier. Alright guys, well there you have it. my complete pet tier list for Terraria 1.4. Now, as you probably noticed, I didn't rank anything in F tier because honestly, all of the pets in Terraria are very cool in their own ways. And this tier list, going into it, I knew it was going to be a little bit top heavy. But anyways, let me know how you guys would have changed this ranking in the comments. Also, let me know if you guys like the tier list, want to see more of them. I have a couple other ideas, so if you guys want to see those, let me know. Other than that, if you enjoyed the video, consider subscribing to stay up to date with more videos in the future. And other than that, I thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time.